On, to the first one and all of the Tea Party events, and becoming the chair last year and leading now. And today,
who here is ready to make the case when all of these government agencies have to shut down when it doesn't get lifted, to those people who have been convinced for 3 generations that the only people who can help them are from the government?
No!
Who's with me?
No, 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 no!
Because that's going to be our call going forth. If we're going to break the statists' control of the hearts and minds of those who are in crisis, it's not a doubt that they're in challenge. They can't pay their bills. Their mortgages are due. Instead of hearing better real-life solutions, places in their community to turn, our well-meaning electeds to keep their vote say, no, 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 I'll write a bill. I'll fix it for you. Every year they do this. 3 generations we've been letting this happen. People ask me why sometimes it seems like the Tea Parties are full of upset people. I don't know about you, but I'm upset because I've been letting this go on for too long. How about you?
Yeah. Power to the people, not the federal government.
Amen. We've got a long way to go. 2011 is the single most important year. Most states never get the opportunity that Virginia gets once every 4 years. We throw out, if we so choose, half of all of our local government and all of our state government. Now, some of them we like, some of them we don't like, but we can vote them all out if we so choose. That has to be convened before November of this year. Don't worry about redistricting. Don't let them get you all caught up in this, that, or the other thing. It has to start in Virginia, because I'm going to tell you something. When the federal debt ceiling isn't lifted, it's going to come down on Virginia's shoulders. And Virginia, Bob McDonnell, Bill Bolling, Ken Cuccinelli, they have to be ready, and we have to be ready to say, thank you, we'll take our state's rights back.
Yeah!
Let's look at history. During the Revolutionary War, there is as few as 30% of Americans, or would-be Americans, that supported the Revolutionary War.
Right.
It's not powered by numbers, it's powered by passion. Everyone here whose face I have seen for the last couple of years have made a huge difference in this county, this state, and this country. And as long as we don't give up, it won't end. It will not end.
Amen, brother.
All right, amen to you. And I want everybody here to realize that the Tea Party, I'm just tired of the criticism that we get, tired of being called a racist, tired of all these things. People need to find out about it. It is about government responsibility. I echo on something Joe said. When did people in this country, the populace, begin to think that government was going to take care of them? And they were going to have all their problems solved. When did that happen? And when are they going to learn that it's not working? Yesterday was a bad day. I think it was a bad day for conservatives, because the bill that they put in is a joke. It's a sham. They are not cutting anything. They're cutting things they may not spend. They're cutting things in the future that they haven't spent yet. It is nothing. We were at a gunfight. We were at a gunfight, and we had 2 guns, and they had 1, and we backed down. I ran because I was angry at the Republican Party. As long as we have leaders like John Boehner, Mitch McConnell, and our friend up here, Eric Cantor, we are not going to do the job. We might lose 2012 because of what we didn't do. No reason to back down. And I'm very proud of my friend Robert Hurt for voting no. Good job, Robert. No. A business cannot sustain itself with debt. A family can't sustain itself with debt. So how do we expect our country to sustain itself with debt? We can't. We are well down a precarious road to absolutely crashing. And people in this country balked at what the Republicans wanted to get through, which was just cutting 6 days of government. And they thought it was Armageddon. It really surprises me how people can believe that.
I don't care what you call Obamacare. It's socialized medicine anyway, anytime, anywhere. They will tell you, no, you can't. You can't see the physician you want. You can't have the medicine you need. You can't have an operation that you need and take a number and stand in line. When I was a resident in Boston at man's greatest hospital, the Mass General, we had to learn a few phrases in multiple languages because people came from all over the world to get the best medical care in the world, and that's in the United States. Don't doubt it. You talk to people in Canada and they will tell you why they come across the border to get medical care. You talk to people in Europe, and there's some really good medical care in Europe, but they get on a plane and they fly over here. One night when I was a resident, I got a call from the surgery resident in the ER, and he said, "Clarabelle, you expecting a patient from Paris?" I said, "Kentucky?" He said, "No, France." "No." Well, he says they told him to come here because y'all were going to take care of him. Okay, and we did. It's called voting and protecting the sanctity of the ballot box. If we go out and we work our fingers off and we wear out all of our shoes knocking on doors and we've got good candidates and we all go and we vote once, do you think we can beat people who are voting twice and 3 times? No. If we do not protect the sanctity of the ballot box, we will never win. Kansas just voted this week on House Bill 2067. I want you to write any congressman you can think of, any House of Delegates, any state senator, yours or anybody else's. Kansas House Bill 2067, which says to vote in the state of Kansas, you must have a photo ID, and you must be able to show that you are a United States citizen. Kansas, House Bill 2067. If the Kansas people can do it, we certainly ought to be able to do it in Virginia.